channel. So I'll wait until some people join, as per usual. I've had enough coffee. 2 cups is enough. Keep telling myself that 2 cups is enough. So wait for some people to join. Oh, it's gonna be a shorter one this time though, because I do have to take the neighbor's dogs out for a walk. Walkity walkity walk. It's away. So wait for some more of you all to join. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Just waiting for some more people to join up. Welcome to my channel. Hello, Royal Cowboys. Nice. First one here. Most often it's Ganchi. Ganchi is usually one of the first ones here. Or Eric Cochran. How are you doing? How are you doing today? We're going to have a shorter live stream this time because I got to take the dogs out, take the neighbor's dogs out. I just took Shando out for a walk. And it's a nice windy day. I like that. It's nice and breezy. Hi, deleted user. Hello, hello, my friend. Hi, Lorray. Bojangles, how are you doing? Greetings. Greetings from planet Earth. How you all doing? Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated as usual. Let me share my information in case anyone would like to support my channel in that way. Not, that's okay too. I'm doing okay, Anna. Been kind of busy lately. Got to get ready for a funeral because this makes number 7 funeral I have to go to. Geez, man, I'm sorry about that. That must be really hard on you, man. I can't even imagine 7. I'll take care of yourself, man. Don't forget to breathe, because that sounds exhausting, frankly. I like your haircut brings out the shape of your face. Thank you. Thank you, Lancy. It's so much more comfortable too, man. I've always liked having my hair this length or shorter even because I just don't like the feeling of my hair on the back of my neck. It takes forever to grow out. It lays flat on my head. It got really fine hair. It's always been that way. And especially in the summertime, I'm just like, it's just annoying. I mean, I I really tried to give it a chance, but I'm just like, fuck it. No, no, no. This is my hairstyle. This is what suits me better. This is just, and it also just after having this haircut for most of my life, it just feels more natural, you know? Do you know Josh Butler? No, I do not. Who dat? Who's Josh Butler? I have no idea. I can look it up though. And the next time I have a live stream, I can let you know what I think. I have no idea who that is. Let me see here. Get up. Where's my little notebook? Oh, dear. Let's see here. I got something here. George Butler. I'll write it down. I'll check it out later. Okay. I'll check it out. Gator. Oop. Where do I stay? Where do I stay? Well, I'm living with my parents right now, to be honest. But I do my part. Yeah. In fact, I have the feeling that, well, actually, I know that my dad doesn't really secretly, deep down, doesn't want me to move out. But once I start making enough money, that's something I need to do, man. I'll do my best to, be here and help him out and all that. It's kind of personal, though. A lot of we had a family tragedy, so I gotta be there. Thank you very much, deleted user. Much appreciated. I'm sure you have inspired so many to get clean and overcome. God bless you always. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Yeah, it really means a lot when people comment on my videos and they do tell me that my content is helping and inspiring them to stay clean, which that was the whole point in me starting all this. I didn't even think I'd be monetized by now because it took me like 2.5 years to get up to 422 subscribers. No kidding. And then I started live streaming in January, and then it just skyrocketed. And it's been going down a little bit in terms of subscribers and revenue. Viewers always going up. But yeah, I'm really glad that it's making a difference. That's all I can really ask for. I have like 6,530 subscribers. And I made quite a few yesterday, like 50 subscribers. However, in February, it was like I was doing 2 live streams per day. I was probably doing a little too much for what's healthy for me, but gosh, I was making like 100 subscribers in one live stream. Granted, it was like an 8-hour live stream, but now I usually do 4 or 5 hours, more or less, which that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know why I had the impression that it would just keep going up and up and up since just starting out it kind of exploded. But we'll we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes this summer. I don't know. I assume that there'll be less people watching in summer because people are usually on vacation or busy. In the wintertime, people are kind of shacked up with their phones. Just I get it. So I can only hope that my content reaches a bigger audience and that I get more viewers, subscribers, all that. Oops, 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 oops. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Hmm, There we go. I've been, and not another nice thing about these live streams is that I'm able to promote my art a lot more. A lot more people. I'm working on 3 commissions now. I'm about to mail one of them. The oil painting is ready for the third layer, and I'm gonna get started on another watercolor pretty soon. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, let's see, and you can find a lot of my artwork on my Instagram. It's also first come, first serve. So the more commissions I have, the longer the latest might take. But I'm on top of it. Let's see. Anna dot Katrina dot art. And I also like to work on them simultaneously. Let's see. And then my Discord in case anyone wants to join my server. Discord Emerald, like the stone, gemstone, underscore wing, like the butterfly wing, underscore 13473. Emerald underscore wing underscore 13473. Okay. And I will pin that. It's now pinned. Do I have a bad shoulder? No. Why do you say that? I don't have a bad shoulder. I've had neck issues from time to time. My neck's fine now. I'm glad. You know, there's this thing that's it happens to people who go to the hair salon and get their hair washed, and they have you lay your neck on this ledge. It's hard to say what it is, but it's like like that, and that can actually um really damage a person. Let me see. Let me look it up. I forget what it does exactly. Like causes a stroke or something, but I want to be. I don't want to give you any misinformation. Let's see. Uh, hair salon wash. Um, mm, oh, beauty. It's a stroke. So like I that when they were washing my hair, that's all I was thinking about. I was. I didn't say anything, of course, and maybe if I had been a little less like shy and nice about it, I would have just said, nah, don't wash my hair. Because I just washed my hair that morning. But I figured maybe if they wash my hair, I mean, I'd been wearing a hat and everything. I had hat hair. I figured it would make it easier for them to cut my hair appropriately. But there's this beauty parlor stroke syndrome, which is an extremely rare. That's, I also thought that to myself. It's rare. But at the same time, when I was laying my neck down, it actually kind of hurt on one side. And I do have certain neck pain from time to time. So, I was a little bit worried. Yeah, it's potentially fatal. Beauty parlor stroke syndrome is an extremely rare yet potentially fatal condition where hyperextension of the neck over a salon shampoo bowl damages arteries, causing blood clots that lead to strokes. Symptoms include dizziness, slurred speech, and paralysis, with studies finding that up to 80% of reported cases in salons affect women. Well, that's probably because women go to salons more, duh. But yeah, you can also get that. You can also get strokes from hickeys, blood clots. It's kind of scary. I'll bet that's pretty rare too. Let me look it up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure hickey strokes are really rare. Are hickeys dangerous? I'll look that up. Mhm. Hickeys are generally harmless, superficial bruises caused by suction that break tiny blood vessels under the skin, usually healing within a few days to a few weeks. While very rare, they can be dangerous if intense suction damages the uh, carotid ar- sorry, carotid artery in the neck, which can lead to blood clots, stroke, or severe injury. It's still kind of scary. Just because it's rare doesn't mean it can't happen. Dang, why am I not getting YouTube notifications for you anymore? I don't know, Fixa. That's kind of strange. Weren't you reporting on some issue concerning access to my channel before? That's kind of weird. Thank you, Fixa. It's a lot better. I like it a lot better. It's so much more comfortable for me. This is usually how I'd have my hair. Yeah, I tried to give it a chance, let it grow long, but it's just no. Especially in the summertime, it's just miserable for me. It just feels hot. I don't like it in my face. And oftentimes my hair's kind of static. It likes to stick to my face, and that's even more annoying when I'm sweating. Yeah. F that. Don't like it. Did they thin out? Did what thin out? Sorry. Hey, Heather, by the way. How are you doing? You are coming to Mayapur Iskan Temple from West Bengal. I don't know about that, man, but I'm Catholic. Thin my hair out. Oh, no, they didn't thin it out. Are you saying my hair looks thinner or something? Actually, when my hair's this short, it looks thicker, looks healthier, I think. My hair has always been kind of fine and wispy. The mm. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say. You were married to me. What the heck? I haven't been to a salon since I was 12. Yeah, well, I mean, it's ridiculously expensive and it's kind of, I looked on the website and I should have said something. I just didn't want to be a Karen. When I looked on the website, it said that they were like 30 or 40% off when I went, but no, no, they gave me the full charge of $60. And I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, I thought I was only supposed to pay $40. I didn't say anything. And I figured maybe because they washed my hair and then, I mean, I had my eyes closed the whole time because I just feel kind of awkward. It's just like the awkward silence. And I don't know why, but the older I get, the more awkward it is to go to salons and get my hair done. I don't know what it is. I just feel more shy. But I had my eyes closed the whole time, but then I felt this heat and I just realized that like she's curling my hair now. She didn't ask if I never she never asked me if I wanted my hair curled. I showed her a photo of what I wanted, how I wanted my hair, just in terms of length and layering and all that. I was aware that the person in the photo has curlier hair than me, or maybe they have their hair curled in some way. But, I mean, I never told her to curl my hair or anything. She started curling my hair, but I didn't say anything. I just felt kind of weird, so I didn't say anything. She started curling my hair probably because she knew she could charge me extra. That's probably what the extra charge was on top of the discount. Curling my hair, washing my hair. You know, the thing is, she said, "Do you want your hair washed?" I'm like, "Sure," because I thought it would make it easier for her to cut my hair, but I didn't really think that it would cost that much extra just to, you know, shampoo my hair a little bit, shampoo and condition. Yeah. But I didn't say anything. I just didn't want to be a Karen. I figured, you know what? It's been years since I've gone a haircut. I've been cutting my own hair for the longest time, like a pixie cut, and then I buzzed my hair. Buzzing hair is so low maintenance, man. All you need is a buzzer and you can just do it yourself, which that's the cool thing about that. But I just not I don't want it that short anymore. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And I have it's not like it matters what other people say, and I know I can pull it off. And people have told me I look like G.I. Jane. People have actually complimented me, people have told me I look badass or G.I. Jane or this and that. But I also get people telling me that it looks less feminine, and that makes me feel a little bad. I have gotta admit, it does. I shouldn't care what other people think. I should just do me. But this is my hairstyle. This is what I like. I like this kind of layered bob. I wish my hair was a little more curly though, but it's nice actually. My hair is slightly curly. It has this natural curl right there. I haven't done anything to it. I just took a shower and then applied some of this leave-in conditioner, and that's it. Thank you, Ever Kizna. I thought you were going out? Well, yeah, I was. I was giving it a chance, and then I figured, fuck it, I don't like it. And I tried giving it a chance, even when I was deciding on cutting it last week. I was like, I'll give it a chance. Fine. But it's not comfortable. This feels more me. I like it better. So I do what I want. Thank you. And a lot of people think it looks a lot better on me. A lot of people think I look better with this length than longer hair. Just because my hair takes forever to grow out and it just ends up looking a little stringy, you know. It just lays flat on my head and it's wispy, static, sticks to my neck and face, and I don't like that at all. I do not like it. So I'm happy with my results. Hey, Rapo, how are you doing? Thank you, Ranjiv. There we go. Please like and subscribe, everyone. It's very much appreciated. All that hair gets hot in the summertime. I know, and I'm thinking to myself, like, people who have really thick black hair, and it's just, I mean, it's enviable. It's just gorgeous hair, but like, imagine how hot that gets in the summertime, man. I'm just, if I have a hard time tolerating my hair when it's sticking to my neck, and and just imagine how it is for people with extremely thick hair. Ooh. I've always had, I mean, I would say for 95% of my life, I've had shorter hair. It just feels more me. And every once in a blue moon, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a chance. I'll let it grow long, but it's just like, no, fuck it. I'm not actually Russian, man. I don't have any Russian in me. I'm a lot of English, a lot of English, Welsh, Danish. Or at least I got a DNA test for Christmas a while back, and that's what it said. And a little tiny bit of Irish. Mostly English, Welsh, and Danish. But, sometimes they reevaluate the percentages, and for all I know, I might have more Irish than I think. So, or it could be Scottish. I know Gibson is either English or Scottish. So, hmm. Thank you, VB or VA. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna have a shorter live stream now though because I have to walk the neighbors' dogs at a certain time. Just took Shando for a walkity walk. It's a nice breezy day, which is good. The dogs like that. They don't. Those dogs are so freaking floofy, man. I feel bad when it's hot. How long do I walk them? 30 minutes per day. Or 30 minutes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 3 weeks. This is the last week. So 2 more walks. Yeah, and oh yes, this is a good thing to put on my resume when I'm looking for a doggy daycare job, a job that entails taking care of dogs because that's what I'm looking for so I can take Shando with me. So I sure hope so. I've been told by like my therapist that a lot of people are having a hard time finding jobs. And, even my sister, and she's trying to find a second job because, you know, um, she's dealing, she has kids and she's dealing with a lot and she needs to, you know, make more. So, she's having a hard time finding another job. A lot of people are. So while I'm still looking, it makes me feel a little less inadequate. I was a kennel tech for a few months. It was fun. Yeah, I'm curious to know what that entails exactly. Like what do they have you do? Like when do you have to put them in their kennels? Um what's the whole procedure there? Have you ever read the story of Merchant of Venice? Yes, I have. That was my favorite Shakespeare play when I was 15. But now my favorite Shakespeare play has been King Lear for a while. I like King Lear. And you should see the um, movie adaptation of King Lear with Ian McKellen. Pure gold, man. Pure gold. So good. It's one of my favorite movies. And definitely my favorite uh, movie adaptation of a Shakespeare play. It is just, I mean, and the whole script is very uh, faithful to the play itself. And I also really liked Much Ado About Nothing, the movie adaptation. That's a good movie adaptation of that play. I've read the play too, but it's got Obi-Wan Kenobi, that actor. It's got Keanu Reeves. It's got Emma Thompson. It's really good. Do I sell other content? What do you mean, man? I sell paintings. I get commissions, and I talk about recovery from addiction, and just talk about things I like to do, video games. Yeah. I was thinking maybe we should read that book that we were starting on. Let's see. Hmm? By other content, what do you mean, bro? I hope you don't mean what I suspect you mean. Cause sorry, well, I'm not just gonna go on assuming what you mean, but when people ask that question, sometimes they mean something else. Ooh, you want that right there? Nope. This is it. This is all I'm doing. He probably did mean that, LOL. Yeah, I always get an inkling, a suspicion when people come across, do you sell anything else? Like, what do you mean? Like, what else would I be sell? What would I be selling other than paintings and inspiring people? You know, helping people to stay on the right path with sobriety and addiction. Adopt one cat, you will be fine. Ha. I'm more of a dog person. I'm a dog person. I have my dog Shando. He's a big boy. I took him for a walk earlier, just, well, right before I started this live stream, actually. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I respect myself a little more than that, man. Money, you know, it's not as important as my integrity and my dignity and my future, not to mention. Do I like cat? I do like cats. I mean, my brother has a cat, my mom has two cats. We have cats around here, and my dog gets along with them. But I'm just more of a dog person. I mean, for one thing, I'm also a painter. I do oils and watercolors, and those cats can make it difficult sometimes. I'll tell you what. Like, especially if someone comes into the room, they suddenly think that they can party on the table. They're like, "Look at me," like little kids, and I'm just like, we have a tea cabinet that's almost like ceiling high. And one of those cats likes to dive onto the table, boom, with his big heavy butt while I'm painting. It's happened before, man. It's you could, it's been featured on one of my live streams actually. I don't know what my parents would think about that gay toad or toad. I like kids. Who said I don't like kids? Talking to someone else or just me? Aw, thank you. Thank you for the DJ, man. That's adorable. Cute. Thank you. Thank you for the gift, man. Turn it up. Oh, I forgot to look for my microphone actually. Dang it. I mean, we are having a bit of a shorter live stream now, but let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it right now. It's weird. Let me see. Let me see if I can find my microphone. Hey, buddy. You? No, I think it's gonna be here. Oh, hi, your sweetheart. You still have puppy breath. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's weird. It's strange that I can't find that. Let's do some clearing up over here. Got a fan over here. Ah, I just have to find it. I don't know, man. I I can't find my microphone for whatever reason. It's got to be buried somewhere. Oh, jeez, man. God, sorry about that, Chief. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it at the moment. I gotta do some switching. Yeah, I gotta do a little organizing in here. It's hard because I don't have much room. I don't have much room. I'll try to talk a little louder for now. It's a little bit awkward though because then it like my family can hear me in here and it's just kind of like yeah, I wish I had a reliable paycheck for sure. But I'm doing my best and I'm glad I'm getting commissions. I'm just gonna, try to be good with my money and save and hope for the best. Keep the chin up. And I get away with a lot of breaks, so that's nice. It's nice when your boss really values you and gives you a little more leeway. That's how my boss was, man. I worked there for at the cafe for 10 years. I was able to take Shando there. In fact, we had this basement down there where I had like my friend was homeless and my boss allowed for him to live in the basement at that cafe. And I was always really grateful for that. When he passed away, and I really, this was my best friend, Adrian. This is oil on panel. Okay. His name was Adrian. And when he passed away, really hit rock bottom. I tried to quit heroin, but I relapsed right after he passed away. And then I started drinking as well. And that's when I started ODing left and right, like 3 times. And I got suspended from work, lost my apartment, a lot of things. And then later on, when I got clean, I got Shando. And Shando's been my angel. Yeah, it's been a really rough and crazy road, but it's all been worth it. But my when I got Shando and I was invited back to work 6 months later, which was 6 months earlier than planned, they actually tried to suspend me for a year. But my boss low key wanted for me to come back really badly because I was his superstar. He called me his superstar employee. So I was invited back after 6 months of proving that I was really serious about being clean and staying clean. And he was really proud of me. I came when, after that 6 months, when I came back to work, I was accompanied by my dog Shando, who was a puppy, much smaller dog. He grew pretty fast, but my boss had a whole crate down in the basement where my best friend used to stay, prepared for Shando. But Shando never wanted to stay down there out of my sight. As much as I tried to train him to be down there, he just, he always wanted to be near me. But he was really good with my customers and everyone loved him and it was pretty chill. It was just a little local hole in the wall cafe where everything was chill. When I first started working there, one of my coworkers had their dog there. and that dog would just be right in the middle of the room where the espresso machine was and everything, and he was really well behaved. Shanda was even more well behaved than that dog. Do I work remote? I mean, I would say so. I mean, I get commissions for my paintings. I sell paintings now. I sell quite a few, considering the time that I've been here. And I'm, working on. I sold a painting, sent it. I'm about to send another one, and now I'm working on two more. And so that's good. I'm a painter, I'm an artist, and I also try to inspire other people to get clean, or stay clean. You talk about cravings and vulnerabilities, and I tell you about my journey and what it was like early on in recovery. Totally look into any dog academy training places. Kennel techs are in high demand, and the only requirement is to like dogs. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking for. My dog is old. He's over 11 years old. Oh. Yeah, we had a pug who only lived to be that age. He had issues though from the get-go. He was the runt of the litter. And most pugs you'll see they're pretty robust. They have muscle mass. Our pug Mason didn't have any muscle basically. He was just fat, Jabba the Hutt. He I'd try to take him for walks, but I had to carry him out of side of the house the whole entire way and then put him down once we were, yeah, like out of sight because he would resist so much that his rolls would overlap his head as I'm trying to tug on the leash. It was ridiculous. He was funny though. He would he would go out to the middle of the street, and we lived in the suburbs. He'd go out to the middle of the street and lay down splayed on his back, and then I would hear a car honking, and then I'd have to run out, pick Mason up, apologize to the driver, and take him back inside the house, and then he'd just sneak back out again somehow. And I'd have to do it like a couple, three times a day in the summertime. Yeah. Do you got to play sports for that to be a toga? I don't know, man. I actually don't play sports. We used to go and play tennis though. That was fun. But yeah. I like to go hiking, and I like swimming. I haven't gone swimming in years, but I love swimming. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. So yeah, I think we should finish chapter one. We're reading The Power of Positive Thinking. This is a pretty good read so far. So I don't know. Sorry, some people are gonna miss out a little bit probably. So yeah, let's start this, okay? One icy winter morning, he called for me at a hotel in a Midwestern city to take me about 35 miles to another town to fill a lecture engagement. We got into his car and started off at a rather high rate of speed on the slippery road. He was going a little faster than I thought reasonable, and I reminded him that we had plenty of time and suggested that we take it easy. Don't let my driving worry you, he replied. I used to be filled with all kinds of insecurities myself, but I got over them. I was afraid of everything. I feared an automobile trip or an airplane flight. And if any of my family went away, I worried until they returned. I always went around with a feeling that something was going to happen, and it made my life miserable. I was saturated with inferiority and I lacked confidence. This state of mind reflected itself in my business, and I wasn't doing very well. But I hit upon a wonderful plan which knocked all these insecurity feelings out of my mind, and now I live with a feeling of confidence, not only in myself, but in life generally. This was the wonderful plan. He pointed to two clips fastened on the instrument panel of the car just below the windshield and reaching into the glove compartment, took out a pack of small cards. He selected one and slipped it beneath the clip. It read, "If ye have faith, nothing shall be impossible unto you." Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. He removed that one, shuffled expertly through the cards with one hand as he drove, selected another, and placed it under the clip. This one read, "If God be for us, who can be against us?" Romans chapter 8, verse 31. I am a traveling salesman, he explained, and I drive around all day calling on my customers. I have discovered that while a man drives, he thinks all kinds of thoughts. If his pattern of thought is negative, he will think many negative thoughts during the day, and that, of course, is bad for him. But that is the way I used to be. I used to drive around all day between calls, drinking fear and defeat thoughts. And incidentally, that is one reason my sales were down. But since I have been using these cards as I drive and committing the words to memory, I have learned to think differently. The old insecurities that used to haunt me are just about all gone. And instead of drinking fear thoughts of defeat and ineffectiveness, I think thoughts of faith and courage. It is really wonderful the way this method has changed me. It has helped in my business too. For how can one expect to make a sale if he drives up to a customer's place of business thinking he is not going to make a sale? This plan used by my friend is a very wise one. By filling his mind with affirmations of the presence, support, and help of God, he had actually changed his thought process. He put an end to the domination of his long held sense of insecurity. His potential powers were set free. We build up the feeling of insecurity or security by how we think. If if in our thoughts we constantly fix attention upon sinister expectations of dire events that might happen, the result will be constantly to feel insecure. And what is even more serious is the tendency to create, by the power of thought, the very condition we fear. This salesman actually created positive results by vital thoughts of courage and confidence through the process of placing the cards before him in his car. His powers, curiously inhibited by a defeat psychology, now flowed out of a personality in which creative attitudes had been stimulated. Lack of self confidence apparently is one of the great problems besetting people today. In a university, a survey was made of 600 students in psychology courses. The students were asked to state their most difficult personal problem. 75% listed lack of confidence. That would have been me too. It can safely be assumed that the same large portion is true of the population generally. Everywhere you encounter people who are inwardly afraid, who shrink from life, who suffer from a deep sense of inadequacy and insecurity, who doubt their own powers. Deep within themselves, they mistrust their ability to meet responsibilities or to grasp opportunities. Always they are beset by the vague and sinister fear that something is not going to be quite right. They do not believe that they have it in them to be what they want to be, and so they try to make themselves content with something less than that of which they are capable. Thousands upon thousands go crawling through life on their hands and knees, defeated and unafraid. Sorry, defeated and afraid. Sorry. I'm a little dyslexic. I've told you guys that. Defeated and afraid. Okay, I lost my place now. Yeah, and in most cases, such frustration of power is unnecessary. The blows of life, the accumulation of difficulties, and the multiplication of problems tend to sap energy and leave you spent and discouraged. In such a condition, the true status of your power is often obscured, and a person yields to a discouragement that is not justified by the facts. It is vitally essential to reappraise your personality assets. When done in an attitude of reasonableness, this evaluation will convince you that you are less defeated than you think you are. For example, a man 52 years of age consulted me. He was in great despondency. He revealed utter despair. He said he was all through. He informed me that everything he had built up over his lifetime had been swept away. Everything? I asked. Everything, he repeated. He was through, he reiterated. I have nothing at all. I have nothing left at all. Everything is gone. There is no hope, and I am too old to start all over again. I have lost all faith. Naturally, I felt sympathetic towards him, but it was evident that his chief trouble was the fact that dark shadows of hopelessness had entered his mind and discolored his outlook, distorting it. Behind this twisted thinking, his true powers had retreated, leaving him without force. So, I said, suppose we take a piece of paper and write down the values you have left. There's no use, he sighed. I haven't a single thing left. I thought I told you that, I said. Let's just see anyway. Then I asked, is your wife still with you? Why, yes, of course, and she is wonderful. We have been married for 30 years. She would never leave me no matter how bad things are. All right, let us put that down. Let us put that down. Your wife is still with you, and she will never leave you no matter what happens. How about your children? Got any children? Yes, he replied. I have three, and they are certainly wonderful. I have been touched by the way they have come to me and said, Dad, we love you and we'll stand by you. Well, then, I said, that's going to make me cry, actually. God damn. Well, then, I said, that is number two. Three children who love you and who will stand by you. Got any friends? I asked. Yes, he said. I really have some fine friends. I must admit they have been pretty decent. They have come around and said they would like to help me. But what can they do? They can't do anything. That is number three. You have some friends who would like to help you and who hold you in esteem. How about your integrity? Have you done anything wrong? My integrity is all right, he replied. I have always tried to do the right thing, and my conscience is clear. All right, I said. We will put that down as number four, integrity. How about your health? My health is all right, he answered. I had very few sick days, and I guess I am in pretty good shape physically. So let's put down as number five, good physical health. How about the United States? Do you think it's still doing business and is the land of opportunity? Yes, he said. It is the only country in the world I would want to live in. That is number six. You live in the United States, land of opportunity, and you are glad to be here. Then I asked, how about your religious faith? Do you believe in God and that God will help you? Yes, he said. I do not think I could have gotten through this at all if I hadn't had some help from God. Now, I said, let's list the assets we have figured out. Number one, a wonderful wife, married for 30 years. Two, three devoted children who will stand by you. Three, friends who will help you and who hold you in esteem. Four, integrity, nothing to be ashamed of. Five, good physical health. Six, live in the United States, the greatest country in the world. Seven, have religious faith. I shoved it across the table at him. Take a look at that. I guess you have quite a total of assets. I thought you told me everything had been swept away. He grinned ashamedly. I guess I didn't think of those things. I never thought of it that way. Perhaps things aren't so bad at that, he said pensively. Maybe I can start all over again if I can just get some confidence, if I can get the feel of some power within me. Well, he got it. he got it, and he did start all over again. But he did so only when he changed his viewpoint, his mental attitude. Faith swept away his doubts, and more than enough power to overcome all the difficulties emerged from within him. This incident illustrates a profound truth, which is expressed in a very important statement made by the famous psychiatrist Dr. Carl Menninger. He said, attitudes are more important than facts. That is worth repeating until its truth grips you. Any fact facing us, however difficult, even seemingly hopeless, is not as important as your attitude toward that fact. How you think about a fact may defeat you before you ever do anything about it. You may permit a fact to overwhelm you mentally before you start to deal with it actually. On the other hand, a confident and optimistic thought pattern can modify or overcome the fact altogether. I know a man who is a tremendous asset to his organization, not because of any extraordinary ability, but because he invariably demonstrates a triumphant thought pattern. Perhaps his associates view a proposition pessimistically, so he employs what he calls the vacuum cleaner method. That is, by a series of questions, he sucks the dust out of his associates' minds. He draws out their negative attitudes. Then quietly he suggests positive ideas concerning the proposition until a new set of attitudes gives them a new concept of the facts. They often comment upon how different facts appear when this man goes to work on them. It's not the confidence attitude that makes the difference, nor does this rule out objectivity in an appraisal of facts. The inferiority complex victim sees all facts through discolored attitudes. The secret of correction is simply to gain a normal view, and that is always slanted on the positive side. So if you feel that you are defeated and have lost confidence in your ability to win, sit down, take a piece of paper, and make a list, not of the factors that are against you, but of those that are for you. If you or I or anybody thinks constantly of the forces that seem to be against us, we will build them up into a power far beyond that which is justified. they will con- they will assume a formidable strength which they do not actually possess. But if, on the contrary,
You mentally visualize and affirm and reaffirm your assets and keep your thoughts on them, emphasizing them to the fullest extent. You will rise out of any difficulty regardless of what it may be. Excuse me. Your inner powers will reassert themselves and, with the help of God, lift you from defeat to victory. One of the most powerful concepts, one which is a sure cure for a lack of confidence, is the thought that God is actually with you and helping you. This is one of the simplest teachings in religion, namely, that Almighty God will be your companion, will stand by you, help you, and see you through. No other idea is so powerful in developing self confidence as this simple belief when practiced. To practice it, simply affirm God is with me, God is helping me, God is guiding me. Spend several minutes each day visualizing His presence. Then practice believing that affirmation. Go about your business on that assumption that what you have affirmed and visualized is true. Affirm it, visualize it, believe it, and it will actualize itself. The release of power which this procedure stimulates will astonish you. Feelings of confidence depend upon the type of thoughts that habitually occupy your mind. Think defeat, and you are bound to feel defeated. But practice thinking confident thoughts, making it a dominating habit. You will develop such a strong sense of capacity that, regardless of what difficulties arise, you will be able to overcome them. Feelings of confidence actually induce increased strength. Basil King once said, like Basil of Baker Street, the great mouse detective. That name reminds me of the mouse. Basil King once said, be bold, and mighty forces will come to your aid. Experience proves the truth of this. You will feel these mighty forces aiding you as your increasing faith reconditions your attitudes. Emerson declared a tremendous truth. They conquer who believe they can. And he added, do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. Practice confidence and faith, and your fears and insecurities will soon have no power over you. Once, when Stonewall Jackson planned a daring attack, one of his generals fearfully objected, saying, I am afraid of this, or I fear that. Putting his hand on his timorous subordinate's shoulder, Jackson said, General, never take counsel of your fears. The secret is to fill your mind with thoughts of faith, confidence, and security. This will force out or expel all thoughts of doubt, all lack of confidence. To one man who, for a long time, had been haunted by insecurities and fears, I suggested that he read through the Bible, underlining in red pencil every statement it contains relative to courage and confidence. He also committed them to memory, in effect, cramming his mind full of the healthiest, happiest, most powerful thoughts in the world. These dynamic thoughts changed him from cringing hopelessness, cringing hopelessness, to a man of compelling force. The change in him in a few weeks was remarkable. From almost complete defeat, he became a confident and inspiring personality. He now radiates courage and magnetism. He regained confidence in himself and his own powers by a simple process of thought conditioning. To sum up, what can you do now to build up your self confidence? Following our 10 simple, workable rules for overcoming inadequacy attitudes and learning to practice faith. Thousands have used these rules, reporting successful results. Undertake this program, and you, too, will build up confidence in your powers. You, too, will have a new feeling of power. 1. Formulate and stamp in indelibly, indelibly on your mind a mental picture of yourself as succeeding. Hold this picture tenaciously. Never permit it to fade. Your mind will seek to develop this picture. Never think of yourself as failing. Never doubt the reality of the mental image. That is the most dangerous, for the mind always tries to complete what it pictures. So always picture success, no matter how badly things seem to be going at the moment. Two, whenever a negative thought concerning your personal powers comes to mind, deliberately voice a positive thought to cancel it out. Three, do not build up obstacles in your imagination. Deprecate, sorry, yeah, deprecate, sorry, depreciate every so called obstacle, minimize them. Difficulties must be studied and efficiently dealt with to be eliminated, but they must be seen for only what they are. They must not be inflated by fear thoughts. 4. Do not be awestruck by other people and try to copy them. Nobody can be you as efficiently as you can. Remember also that most people, despite their confident appearance and demeanor, are often as scared as you are and as doubtful of themselves. 5. 10 times a day, repeat these dynamic words. If God be for us, who can be against us? Romans chapter 8, verse 31. Stop reading and repeat them now, slowly and confidently. 6. Get a competent counselor to help you understand why you do what you do. That does help. Learn the origin of your inferiority and self doubt feelings, which often begin in childhood. Self knowledge leads to a cure. 7. 10 times each day, practice the following affirmation, repeating it out loud if possible. I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. Philippians chapter 4 verse 13. Repeat these words now. That magic statement is the most powerful antidote on earth to inferiority thoughts. 8. Make a true estimate of your own ability and then raise it 10%. Do not become egotistical, but develop a wholesome self respect. Believe in your own God released powers. 9. Put yourself in God's hands. To do that, simply state, I am in God's hands. Then believe you are now receiving all the power you need. Feel it, feel it flowing into you. Affirm that the kingdom of God is within you. Luke chapter 17, verse 21. In the form of adequate power to meet life's demands. 10. Remind yourself that God is with you and nothing can defeat you. Believe that you now receive power from him. And that's chapter 1 there. That's really good. That's really good, man. So, finish chapter 1. Yeah. Yo, yo, yo. That reminds me, I should write a bunch of things that I'm grateful for. I have a gratitude journal here. Whoops. What was that? Oh, it's my little present for the trolls. Sorry. I'll put it right there. Thank you. Thank you, Lawrence. It's her channel. She can manage it as she sees fit, and she doesn't owe anyone any answers to their questions. Please have respect for the host. Thank you, Paul Stryker. I appreciate that. When people are having issues with me reading the book too, like, dude, if we're gonna lose the rhythm, and focus if I keep looking from the book up to the chat, book chat. I'm gonna see what you guys have been saying here. Paint food, paint opera. Am I band potato pie? Intergalactic. I don't know, man. You're like I thought you were cool at first, but you've been a little kind of strange lately. Are you a child of the '90s who grew up with the Nirvana and Renegade? I was born in 1991. I'm 35. Uh, oops. Heather, more women with beards said, "You're the best," and send me hearts, a thank you sign, a strength sign. Why'd you just delete them? They didn't do anything wrong at all. Seriously? No, Heather, Heather, I have more faith in you than that. I mean, I really, really value you as a moderator, but I don't like that. Okay? They didn't do a damn thing wrong. Seriously. Seriously. And I hope I'm able to bring them back somehow because that's not fair. We have other trolls saying things like, "Oh, how dare you guys support an addict," and then writing the N word and stuff like that. It's like we don't need that. Like, what'd they do wrong? What'd they do to piss you off there? Seriously, are we losing it? Are we losing our marbles here? That's crazy. That's fucking insane. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to think. Well, of course, I do know what to think about it. I think it's ridiculous. Hi, Ann. I'm 36 and currently on methadone. I'm getting clean. Well, good for you, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I Suboxone myself. It does save lives. Well, keep up the good fight, man. You got it in you. I know. If I can do it, I know that anybody can. Do you like Nietzsche, Dostoevsky? I have some Nietzsche, but I don't read it much. I don't know. It's been a while since I've read him, but there are a lot of things I disagree with, some things I agree with. Same with a lot of philosophers, from like Western philosophers of that time era. Stress shortens your life, yeah, for sure. Or it can compel you to find out what you're missing in life and improve your life. That's what it should do. No, Heather, don't ban people who delete their messages. Okay? They can delete their messages if they want, you know? And it really depends on what the message is. But if someone's just deleting their message, that doesn't mean anything. It could be for any number of reasons why they delete their messages. Just yeah, it's that's disrupting my engagement for one thing, and for another, that one guy who sent me the positive feedback, and you deleted him. I don't get it. This retracted message sent me the sender delete. Yeah. And I've done that once. Not because I said anything mean or anything, but maybe because I misunderstood something, or it just, you know, might have been taken wrong or whatever. I remember doing that once. It doesn't mean I'm deserve to be in timeout. It's ridiculous. Things aren't that black and white. Dingo is his name. Oh, okay. He called me a man. Then why is he sending me all this positive feedback then? Is he negging or something? Seriously? Are you sure it was that person? Because that's weird. Really? Okay, well, I didn't see anyone calling me a man up there. But unless I'm not able to see it because it's timed out or deleted or whatever. Let me see. I'm looking. I'm looking. Forgot what their name is though. Let's see. I'll probably remember when I. Huh? I'm not finding it. Gosh, man. Well, if I get a complaint from that person saying that, I don't know, people gaslight me too. Some people nag me. They'll say something really mean to me. Say I look like a man or whatever, and then they'll go saying something really positive to me. For all I know, you could be right. So, yeah, all I saw was that positive comment, and it really confused me as to why they would get deleted a long time ago. So, not in this stream, you mean? Okay. Some people can, I don't know that if someone calls me a man, just they're trolling. Okay, just my channel needs better engagement. So let's not delete people left and right, especially when they say something nice. People are allowed to say nice things. It's like whatever. It's the whole "you're a man" thing. I'm just gonna try to ignore that. You know, we if people start saying really malicious and derogatory things, then go at it. By all means, delete them, out with them. But it's like, or if they're spamming "you're a man," yeah, go ahead. But if they say it once, especially if it was a past live stream or a long time ago, then like, what's the point in doing that? He insulted me before. Are you okay? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember that person doing that. I'm sorry, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because usually you're a really good moderator. Just that kind of startled me there. Just all I saw from that person. I mean, I don't always remember people's names here, like who's trolling me, who's not. I try to ignore the trolling, because I need the engagement anyway. But yeah, that positive comment getting deleted. That kind of okay. It was more women with beards. Okay, yeah. I don't know, man. I wasn't. He's probably just a troll, But I don't know. Sorry if I'm misunderstanding something here. Yeah, that startled me seeing that positive comment being deleted. Positive vibes. Really enjoying your live streams. Thank you, Lost in Smoke. I appreciate it. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. His name was Trolley. Okay. His name was Trolley. What? The person I am talking about, the one that got deleted, was named Women with Beards. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Yeah, I don't know. If someone accidentally, I. Did you like it? Yeah, I did. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, uh, I've never seen women with beards here, so I'm a little confused as to like whether it was them or whether it was mistaken for someone else or whether they changed their name or yeah. Sheesh. If I'm becoming unreasonably confused and I apologize if I misunderstand something here, but yeah, this that was a nice comment. Seemed sus. He called you a man. That's why I deleted. Okay, long time ago. He did it in a past chat. Well, you have a better memory than me, man. His name seemed like he was trolling. Women with beards, you mean? So you deleted him because his name is women with beards. I don't know, man. Some a name isn't necessarily a reason to delete someone. You know, someone's name might be uh, uh chlamydia koala bear, and I wouldn't want anyone to delete them because I need the engagement. You know, if they're gonna that doesn't have anything to do with me. They could have had that name for longer than I've ever been on YouTube. Yeah, so let's let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater necessarily. But I appreciate your efforts to control the troll. Now, it looks like my dad has the TV on real loud. I'm gonna close my door. And I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I do need to in the restroom soon though, because I need to remember to walk the neighbors' dogs. I got 2 more walking sessions with them. I'll be right back.
Ooh, forgot to take my multivitamin. No, I got like ever since I went to the hair salon, I got like look at all the bug bites I got on me. I got freaking 10 of them. See? I got 10 bug bites. I hope it wasn't a spider. I don't see two puncture marks, but it's weird. I wonder if there was a little bug at the hair salon that crept up my shirt and just went panic mode. That was really weird. I need some itch cream. That's right, I am a real woman. 100%. If archaeologists 1,000 years from now were to dig up my body, they would determine my skeleton to be female by the width of my pelvis. And that's just a fact. I've got two X chromosomes. Anyway, I think Shando's gonna want in. Let's write a few. I'm gonna write a few things I'm grateful for, and then we're gonna end it because I tend to get distracted, and I do not want to miss the dog walking. They're relying on me. I haven't missed a single one. I'm usually pretty reliable. Sometimes I do get distracted though. That's why I missed so many therapy appointments at first because I was just forgetful. Or I would most often I'd be waiting around for my appointment but fall asleep because it's at around noonish. And I get up at like 8 o'clock a.m., 7 o'clock a.m., stick around a little bit, but often I'll fall asleep at like 10 or 11. And I'm like, oh, damn it. It's like already past noon. Okay, Shando. I'll come get you, buddy. You want to come in? Come in. Come on in. Come on in. These little buggers. Come on in, buddy. Come on in, you goofball. It's loud in there, baby. I need to close the door. Okay, fine. Goofy. We're almost done, bud. Did you like your walk? Bet you did. Where the hell did all my pins go? That's like a whole set of them, dude. That's weird. They're back. I have some of them in here, actually. Here we go. Now the bingo is his name was stuck in my head. Shando is his name. Oh, the bugs like you. They know what's good. Pixel, someone already timed you out because you said that. Okay. I Yeah, it is a stupid question. People asking me if I'm a real woman and all that. It's annoying, but it's like it's not as like bothersome. It's not like it doesn't seem malicious. It just seems like dumb trolling, you know. Some people like to just belittle women, and it's like just fuck you, you know. A lot of people are gonna do that, but jokes on them. They're increasing my engagement. You know, the ones I that really irk me are the guys or gals who say like, "Oh, you should go do heroin. It'll always be waiting for you," or saying the N word or some just malicious content, you know, and that's yeah, that's not cool. But yeah, I mean, just general trolling, I'd ignore it. I'd ignore it. It used to really bother me a lot more before, but now I'm like, oh, fuck you. You know, I have a present for them. This is for them. All right. This is for the people who call me a man. They can have that. There's this one person who'd always call me the fucking crimson chin. I do not have a big chin.
Get off of it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is an insult. But, that's it's not the worst trolling I've ever gotten on here. Yeah. Why would anyone think I look trans? Like my voice is completely female. It's almost like they want me to flash them to prove myself or something. They probably want me to flash them because they think I'm that stupid or that I don't have enough self-respect. It's like people who insinuate or try to imply with the question, what else do you do for money online? Like, do you do have OnlyFans? That's pretty much what they're asking. My body is not like a fucking man body, and I'm not gonna prove to you any. I don't have anything to prove to you. You think this looks like a man body? Women can't have muscles. Women can't have muscles. Is that what you're saying? You think a man has shoulders like this? Even just from here down here, it's completely woman. You're stupid. You're fucking stupid. Retard. Anywho, May 13th. I can't believe it's already the 13th. What am I grateful for? Let's see. I'm grateful for my dad and siblings. I'm grateful for my friends. Oh, I forgot. At the very top, I'm going to write down I'm grateful for God. God, my faith in God. I'm grateful for my commissions, my painting. Oh, yes. And of course, Shando's always here. My dog, Shando. Hey, baby, you okay? I got it in the lesson pretty soon, just right after this. These mod jokes are so lame. What? Trying too hard? What are you talking about? Are you block? You're ridiculous. Yeah, they deserve to be timed out. Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, I was just gonna do that. Wow. Who? Like, what jokes are they even talking about? Jokes on him. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Heather. Where it's at. He deserves to go suck an egg. My goodness, like terrible, terrible, malicious person. Yeah. Yeah, he's just silly, exactly. Wow. It grinds them gears. They just want attention. Yeah, I guess exactly. Yeah, just about I would say most people tell me that that I'm really pretty, so suck it. All right. Let's see, Shando. I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful for hey buddy. You know how to jump. You're big and strong. He needs my encouragement to jump into the bed. Shando, you're big and strong. You're big and strong and smart. Okay, you don't wanna. Okay. Okay, let me move my shoes. It's probably having a hard time because my shoes are in the way. There you go, baby. I know you're a sweet boy. Oh hi. Oh hi. Oh hi. Oh hi. Can I have a kill? Can it cheat? Okay. Oh, now he's gonna jump. There you go. You're big and strong and smart, buddy. There you go. There you go, sweetheart. You rest your sweet, tender little paws. Mm. All right. Grateful for hike hikes in the sun. Grateful for good books and movies. Video games, most definitely. Some chode is gonna assume that I'm a man just because I play video games too. Like women never play video games, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Um, let's see, what else am I grateful for? I'm grateful for I've written down God, my faith, dad, and my siblings, friends, commissions, my painting, Shando, health, hikes in the sun, good books, movies, video games, uh, food, delicious food. Um, I'm grateful for um having muassos. That kind of applies to health too, though. Um, I'm grateful for humor. I'm grateful for being clean, resilience, having integrity, and one more, mm, inner strength. Okay, all right. So, gotta go, guys. Good. Thanks for everything, guys. All right, please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. And I will see you later, okay? We'll see. We'll play it by ear for the remainder of this day, after I've walked the dogs, but definitely oh yeah, we'll definitely live stream tomorrow. I'll see if I can, Heather. It depends on how I'm feeling. I might. We'll see. All right. Peace out.